I'm often asked, what's this quality management system thing that we're meant to be putting together that best practice is going to come out and evaluate? So to respond to that, I offer a little bit of advice and a little bit of guidance, and that is to have a real think about what is it that the standard's trying to achieve, and ultimately it's about meeting your customers' requirements and measuring and monitoring customer satisfaction. So at the back of the standard, it talks about customer satisfaction. But there's nothing at the front of the standard that really talks about what it is that you need to set up to do that. So I like to give people some advice and guidance, and that's for you today, which is think about the promises that you make to your customers and the promises that you make to your industry, and that is that there's probably 5 that you make, but there's often 5 that you don't think about, and they're the implied promises that your customers expect, but they haven't necessarily been discussed. So have a think about when you go and buy a new car, for example. You go to the dealership and you have a look at this great new vehicle, and then you go away for a couple of days and think about it, and then you ring up and say, great, I'm going to take it. So you go to pick it up. You expect that it's washed and it's polished and it's cleaned and it's vacuumed and it's all operational and it's running, but that wasn't necessarily discussed. So have a think about those sorts of things, and make sure that when you build your management system that you've got policies and procedures and processes. They're going to support you with that. They're going to support not only the promises that you make, and they're the great things about your service, they're your features and benefits or your differentiators, but also think about, put yourself in your customer's shoes. What is it that they truly want from you? What are you really value adding in their business, that valuable final product that you're giving them? It's not necessarily about you, it's about them. Put yourself in their shoes and think about what it is that they need, what it is that they want. In supporting what you've done there in developing those policies and systems, ultimately what we're looking for is an embedded cycle of continual improvement. We're looking for that you've defined your critical processes, we're looking that you do that and that you can show us that, and that you've got a cycle of management review in place. So you're going through that cycle of continual improvement. So make sure your system's documented, implemented and maintained, and ultimately that's what we're looking for.